Hey guys, this is One Red Mike with Pacers Gaming, and today we're going to be looking at the top 3 jump shots for centers in NBA 2K24. We're going to look at 2 shots for taller centers, 6'10 and above, and 1 shot if you're one of those smaller centers, 6'9 or below. The first jump shot we're going to be taking a look at is from our very own pro center, Big Rain. He uses a popper, and the jump shot that he likes to use on his build is Jonathan Isaac for the base. Release 1 is going to be Jaren Jackson Jr., and the release 2 is going to be Marc Gasol. You're going to be using it at max speed, and then the blending is going to be 60-38, and just make sure that you use the controller setting on release because that's what he recommends, and you gotta trust him, man. And of course, this is for taller centers, 6'10 and above. The second shot we're going to be taking a look at, it's also for taller centers. This one's going to be base Dwight Powell, release 1 Marquez Chris, and release 2 Jaren Jackson Jr., and you're going to put this at max speed, 88-12 on the blending. Now, if for some reason you have a lower 3 ball, you can always replace any of these 2 bases with Andre Drummond. It's not as good, but at least you'll be able to equip these releases, which are really good. Now, if you're like me and you prefer to play with smaller centers, personally, I have a 6'8 Charles Barkley build that I absolutely love, and the jump shot that I use with him, and I'm pretty consistent with it, is going to be base Ben Shepherd, the best base in the game. I gave you a shot with this base for PGs not too long ago, so I'm giving it to you again, but this time the releases are slightly differently tuned. It's going to be Oscar Robertson for the release 1, Troy Brown Jr. for the release 2, but for this one I typically use it around 50-50 because I have a 76 3 ball on my center with an 85 mid-range. And if for some reason you need to lower the requirements for this shot, all you need to do is replace Oscar Robertson with Sadiq Bey, or you can replace Troy Brown Jr. with Scotty Barnes. And if you need to replace the base because you just have a really low 3 ball, you can always try JT Thor. It's one that works very well. Now, here are some general tips that might help you be a better shooter. First of all, you need to understand that there are different timings in the court. So if you're shooting from the corner, if you're shooting from limitless, if you're contested, if your stamina dropped, right? There's very many different reasons that will adjust your speed or your shot timing. So just keep that in mind. With practice and time and experience, you'll be able to know where those timings are as you practice. Number 2 is adjusting the speed. Make sure you adjust the speed to something that you feel comfortable with. You can do this by adjusting the controller setting. I recommend push or release. I use release on any of these shots that I recommended for you. And also, you can always adjust when you're creating the jump shot itself. You have a speed bar at the top, but even more importantly, so you can do micro tuning on the speed. Let's say that you set up the jump shot the way I recommended it, but you felt it was a little bit too fast for you. All you need to do is go into the releases, and then there's always going to be one faster than the other. So just make sure that you tune those accordingly until you reach a speed that you are comfortable with. Finding ways to tune down the delay, it's something that's always going to help you. And what I recommend, it's really easy. If you can turn off crossplay, that will automatically reduce your delay by quite a bit. And those are the top 3 jump shots that we recommend for centers. This was One Red Mike with Pacers Gaming. We'll see you on the next one.